Good day, I'm Angelica Fontanilla, and the focus of my presentation today is about Goal 12, one of the sustainability goals created by the United Nations, which they plan to fully adopt by 2030. This goal is to ensure sustainable consumption and production patterns, and it encompasses a lot of target goals. You see, uh, our planet's resources is depleting. That's why it is important to understand our lifestyle decisions because it is the one putting the planet at risk. And as an individual and an admin professional, I see that while being part of a greater community, we have certain responsibilities that we need to uphold to contribute to the preservation of our planet. To be a green citizen, I know that we can impact the achievement of Goal 12 by focusing on these four target goals. The first target is sustainable management and use of natural resources. It's easy to understand that sustainable living is inexpensive. If you don't plan on investing for other renewable sources of energy, sustainable living is doesn't cost a thing really. And how I see the ways or approach that we can do to practice is by managing our carbon footprint, which I will discuss in the next slide, conserving our energy and water consumption, not just in our homes, and storing food properly and effectively, and following regulations in litter management. Carbon footprint and understanding this as it impacts the climate is important because it help us understand the major sources of emissions in our atmosphere and finding ways to minimize them. And we are actually contributing to this carbon footprint by our choices in transportation, household activities, our purchasing of clothing, and food or diet. Responsible management of chemicals and waste. This basically starts in our own home, how we manage all of our wastes. Because, hoarding just it leads to wastes. So what we can do is, of course, to conserve again our energy and water sources, use eco-friendly products instead of single-use items or plastics, pick up and reduce litter, recycle, reuse, and repurpose, separating hazardous waste, planting. Just like in our own homes, we need to learn how to repurpose some of our stuffs like old clothes. We can turn those into rags. Our plastics and papers, we can turn them into something else like containers. Just try to be responsible and manage all of these wastes. Next is substantially reducing waste generation. Of course, how can we reduce this generation of waste? By reducing the sources, eliminating all this by managing the waste. And not only we can help protect our planet, but we also simplify our lives and save us money. We do this by managing our digital carbon footprint. This means our presence in the internet, managing our emails, opting out of junk mails, clearing out all unnecessary mails, avoiding excessive use of paper. Just cook at home instead of doing takeouts, recycling plastic, paper, and other materials. Just like I've said, try to repurpose all of these so we reduce waste. Lastly, is to promote universal understanding of sustainable lifestyle. What sustainability is commitment. It is, it entails our practices, our daily lifestyle, our daily life choices. And it's very important because, you know, by doing all this, we are reducing our impact in the world, in the environment. So this is the long list, which, you know, is just redundant from all the other lists, which we need to uphold. Try to live a sustainable life. The importance of all this is, of course, we can conserve our environment, keep the balance of our ecosystem, prevent human caused disasters like poverty, hunger, and to bring awareness to the public. Understanding Goal 12 is understanding sustainability, which only means uh, we need targeted action because sustainability encompasses not only trying to understand what we can meet in our present needs but also for future generations to come. Always remember that conserving is saving. Not only we can save our nature, but we can also save money. Okay? Thank you very much for listening to my presentation. Always remember that sustainable living begets general wellness. We live a better quality of life if we live sustainably. Thank you.